Hi guys, my name's Bernie Breen and I'm on the TurboProp team, and we're here at Oshkosh 2021. And what you're looking at now is our introductory engine, the Talon, TurboProp Talent. We're just now about 6 months away from getting our engine on the test stand. The components have been tested, but we need to do an assembly so that we have a full model to test. The engine that we have here today on the front of this aircraft for people to see what it might look like on their aircraft is a dimensionally correct model that's been 3D printed. So we're here not selling engines or anything else at this point. What we're here for is to inform the public about what it is that's coming in the future, and let me talk a little bit about what that future means. Approximately December of this year, we'll have our engine on the test stand, and then we'll be able to prove the numbers that we believe we're going to get out of this engine. For example, there's a component in here that we call the magic sauce, and what that is recuperator technology that's going to make this fuel efficient to the point that it's going to be close to a piston-powered engine of equivalent power. Not exactly the same. For example, if you and I were flying, if you had an IO360 with 200 horsepower and we both went on a flight and we're cruising, you're going to be seeing somewhere, it depends how much you lean and so forth, but if you go on the lean side of peak and you're burning about 9 gallons an hour, I might be at about 12 gallons an hour. So a comparable number, but on a less expensive fuel, right? So how do we do that? You know, because that's the reason we're here. The reason that people are coming to see us, the reason why there's so much buzz is how can you get a turboprop to get to that kind of efficiency? Well, it's with that recuperator technology. This is not anything we invented or that is not unproven. This is on thousands of generators running on engines, gas generators running all over the world. So we're taking it and we're bringing it up to an aviation grade to product, and we've incorporated it now in our engine. And a lot of people ask the question, well, why didn't the big guys do this? Why would a startup company, come in and offer this, but Williams, General Electric, Pratt & Whitney, those companies aren't doing it? The answer is it would require a clean sheet design no matter who does it, and that's what this is. This is not a put together engine. This is not a component that we're adding to an existing engine. This is from scratch. We plan to do this very thing to bring a turboprop engine to market that would be fuel efficient to the point that a piston owner would be extremely interested in it. One of the extremely big benefits we see people getting very excited about is the fact that we have single lever control for the engine. So what does that mean? Okay, well, I have one less knob. No, it means a whole lot more than that. You can't damage this engine. If you throttle forward, throttle back, throttle up, you can't damage it. It's got overspeed protection, heat protection. So instead of having a piston engine that I'm flying where I normally have 3 knobs, if you know, and I'm doing my fuel mixture, my throttle, that sort of thing, it's single lever. So the engine is controlled, it is monitored throughout the process, vibration, temperature. You can't overspeed, it would shut down. You can't overtemp, it would shut down. As I mentioned, we have 200 horsepower. So we're gonna taxi out on the runway, we're gonna take off, we're at 200. When we get to 8,000 feet, we're still at 200 horsepower. And the reason that is that this engine actually could produce more than 200 horsepower, but we derated it. So if I'm next to my buddy and his IO360 engine that has the same 200 horsepower, when we get up to 10,000, I'm still at 180 with his turboprop engine. He'll be at approximately 133 horsepower. So clearly, I have an advantage on speed and power at that. We're not just selling engines. Part of our program, well, first of all, we're trying to create a community. And in addition to that, and the way we're going to do that is by selling quality product, but then it's support after the sale. That's most important, because most people are going to have their engine fly on their airplane for 2,000, 3,000, however many hours it is. Well, how do you handle maintenance on this thing? We're going to have a program that for everyone that buys our engine, we're going to have what's called, there's a HUMS system on this, which means Health and Usage Management System, where you'll be able to, after each flight, if you would like, and we'd like you to do that, we'll encourage our buyers to do that, upload, and we're going to make it easy. Can't tell you exactly how that would happen yet, but you'll be able to upload information after each flight that will go into a computer database, and we have analysts that are going to be looking at that, and we're going to be able to do predictive information, provide predictive information to our buyers. For example, and that will go for your engine individually or for the community. We're looking at the mass, what's going on with all engines. Because if a particular problem is showing up, we want to get out in front of that and determine what we need to do to get that corrected. For you individually, we might see something in your engine that you have no idea is on the way to becoming a problem, and we would notify you and tell you what we need to do together to get that corrected. Our projected price point, and I have to qualify this, is $80,000 US. Now, we're not on the test stand yet. We're not selling engines yet. We're here strictly in an informative posture at this point. What we are offering is two different ways that you can stay in touch with our progress. One would be just simply by subscribing, and you'll get a newsletter every quarter. We're not going to fill up your inbox with a bunch of junk, but we'll keep you informed about our program. But if you're in a position where you even might be interested in the next several years in buying maybe you're coming up to TBO and you project that 3 years from now, maybe you're building an airplane that you're going to need an engine for 2 or 3 years from now, you might want to consider our ROI program, Registration of Interest. There's a no cost, no obligation way to sign up with us, and it holds you a place in line. That's what it's doing. So until such time as we can prove the numbers that we currently believe are going to be in our engine, if you buy it from us, when we know that, and we know for sure what the price is going to be because we've been on the test stand, we've made whatever changes are necessary as a result of that testing, and so we're ready, then we will call you, you're on our ROI list, and give you the opportunity to make a decision. Do you want to, at that time, write a check, sign a contract, and now you've actually bought an engine, or say, you know what, plans changed, I'm out. No problem. If you're interested in learning more about TurbAero or following us or whatever, please go to our website, turb.aero, and either sign up to follow us or send an email to us for more information. Every day we try to go through every single one of those and respond to them. If we don't get to it same day, I guarantee it'll be answered the next day. But please follow us on all the socials. We just started up with Facebook, LinkedIn, you name them, we're now on them thanks to our marketing department back in Australia.